Quote Retreat by Sandor. One quote, one reflection, one thought that could bring a moment of light and energy to your day. Join me as we take a look at today's quote. The quote is by Mahatma Gandhi, born 1869, died 1948. It reads, "There is more to life than simply increasing its speed." Let's take a moment together to explore the messages within this quote. In a world obsessed with instant everything, here's a radical thought. What if slowing down is the key to meaningful change? Gandhi's famous quote about speed might be more relevant now than ever before.
That's such an interesting perspective, especially considering how Gandhi's philosophy of patient resistance helped bring down one of history's most powerful empires. What made you think about this quote now?
Well, I've been noticing how our modern solutions to problems often prioritize speed over substance. You know, like how we try to solve complex social issues with viral hashtags that trend for 48 hours and then disappear. Gandhi's approach was completely different.
You're right. What's fascinating is how Gandhi developed these ideas during his time in South Africa, where he spent 21 years witnessing racial discrimination firsthand.
That's exactly it. And you know what's interesting? Instead of responding with immediate action, he took time to develop his philosophy of satyagraha, which means truth force. It's like he understood that lasting change requires deep roots.
The Salt March is probably the perfect example of this approach in action, isn't it?
Oh man, exactly. Here's what's mind-blowing about the Salt March. It took 24 days to walk 240 miles. In today's world, that would be considered impossibly slow. But that march ended up involving millions of people and became a turning point in India's independence movement.
You know what strikes me? The way this connects to modern research on social movements. Studies show that peaceful protests that take time to build momentum are twice as likely to achieve their goals compared to violent or rushed actions.
That's fascinating, and it validates Gandhi's approach. He wasn't just being philosophical, he was being strategic. And here's what's wild. Even in his personal life, he spent hours each day spinning his cloth, writing thoughtful letters, and having deep conversations. Everything was deliberate.
Well, that's such a contrast to today's leaders who are expected to be constantly reactive, always on Twitter, always making instant decisions.
Right. And you know what's powerful? When we look at major social changes throughout history, civil rights, environmental protection, women's suffrage, they all required exactly what Gandhi was talking about. Patient, persistent action over time.
So how do we apply this wisdom in our hyper-connected world? It seems almost impossible to slow down.
Well, I think it starts with understanding what Gandhi really meant. He wasn't against progress, he was against the mindless pursuit of speed for its own sake. Like, did you know he embraced certain modern technologies when they served a genuine purpose?
That's such an important distinction. It's not about rejecting progress. It's about being intentional with how we move forward.
Exactly. And here's what's profound. Studies show that when people consciously slow down their decision-making processes, they make better choices about 87% of the time. It's like what Gandhi understood intuitively has been proven by modern science.
Do you know what this reminds me of? The way some of the most successful modern companies have embraced slower, more thoughtful approaches. Like how Patagonia deliberately grows slowly to maintain its environmental standards.
That's a brilliant connection. And it's worth noting that Gandhi's assassination came at the hands of someone who couldn't wait, who demanded immediate change. It's a tragic reminder of what happens when we abandon patience and thoughtfulness.
That's such a powerful point about the consequences of choosing speed over wisdom.
And here's what I think is most relevant for us today. We're facing enormous challenges like climate change, social inequality, and political division. None of these can be solved quickly. They all require exactly the kind of patient, persistent approach that Gandhi advocated.
Well, that brings it full circle, doesn't it? His quote isn't just about personal pace, it's about how we approach change itself.
You know what's striking? The data shows that when people consciously slow down and focus on meaningful action, their reported life satisfaction increases by nearly 40%. It's like Gandhi's wisdom isn't just philosophically true, it's practically beneficial.
That's such a powerful way to look at it. It's not just about slowing down, it's about making space for what truly matters.
And maybe that's the real gift of Gandhi's message. This reminder that sometimes the slowest path is the fastest way to get where we need to go. In a world that's constantly pushing us to speed up, having the courage to slow down might be the most revolutionary act of all. With that, we conclude this exciting episode. If you enjoyed this episode, I'd appreciate a like and a comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Your support truly helps this channel grow. See you again tomorrow. Yours, Sandor.